Okay, so I believe we are okay with this. There you go. Huh? Get together a little bit closer there. A little bit closer. Even Steve Murphy asked you about, I think it's meant about talk about gays issue and all that. And then, what, excuse me? Wow, the people comment. Yeah. But anyway, never mind that. This is going to be better than Steve Murphy. First Steve Murphy, what? 20 minutes ago?
Yep, 20 minutes ago.
And now me.
Now you. From Steve Murphy to Charles LeBlanc.
Steve, let's see if I could do better than you. Okay. So, how did that go?
Not bad.
By the way, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh, I'm just some Joe off the street.
Exactly. And this Joe off the street wants to be your new MLA.
Sure.
For the riding of?
Fredericton Grand Lake.
And you lost by?
25 votes.
And you haven't been able to sleep since then?
Since then. I get some sleep in a few weeks.
Every vote counts, right?
Every vote absolutely counts, yeah.
Okay, number one. Steve Murphy was focusing on the bilingualism.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be. I don't know. You know, we've talked about corporate handouts, we've talked about taxes, we've talked about glyphosate spraying, we've talked about health care with seniors living in hospitals. But
prisoners forced to walk home. What else? There's so many issues. So why did Steve Murphy? I'm disappointed with Steve. How come he focused on bilingualism?
Well, I was looking for more, more questions. To be honest, other than social media and language, that was the two ones. I mean, our platform, our ideas, much more deeper than that. But anyway, they do their thing. We will have, as a matter of fact, we're going to talk about language. A couple of issues. One is, do you know who the mayor of Edmundston is? No. His name is Seret Minir, until the two cops from Edmundston come and tackle me. Oh, sure, focus. Never mind you. Talk about him. Seret Simar. Okay. He's the mayor of Edmundston. And guess who he's fighting with on Twitter? Hard to say. Kelly Lamrock. Kelly Lamrock. Oh, I know Kelly well. And guess who? Kelly, the guy who's not sure what he is. Liberal, conservative, PC. What's he going to be next election? Green? Us? He'll be us. We'll get him a membership card next election. No, please not. He might get elected. Please. I don't want no drama queen. No, please. I got flashback from Kelly Lamrock. But anyway, can you imagine Kelly Lamrock and Dominic Carty side by side across? Oh no, no, never mind. Anyway. Okay, Charlie, focus. I'm so excited after Steve Murphy and me that I can't focus. I should have took some Ritalin. Marijuana. Hey, but it's legalized next month. Okay, never mind. Seret Simar, the mayor of Edmundston, claimed that there was a candidate, I don't know who, that said that he called the Acadian flag CSIS, the CSIS flag. And he asked, Kelly Lamrock asked for Kris Austin views on that. Day one, day two, and I've been fighting with him. Can you talk about other issues? So, do you have Seret Simar? This is for you. He's right here. What do you think of a candidate that says, I don't know who, that compare the Acadian flag to CSIS? Well, for starters, it wasn't a candidate. Just so we get the facts straight. It was a previous board member that made a comment a couple years ago relating to that. Somewhat taken out of context, but regardless, inappropriate nonetheless. And as soon as I found out about it, the board member resigned, and we moved on. Veux-tu dire en français? Oui. Dis-le en français. Peut-être que peut-être le Braillon, Seret Simar, comprend pas. See what this is? No. Let's just be blunt, shall we? Blunt, very blunt. What Kelly écoute-le, okay? Là. What Kelly Lamrock's doing, and whoever this other guy is, it's called political bait, right? If they really wanted to know the answer to the question, they'd simply send us an email, they'd give us a call, and we'd be more than happy to say the same thing I just said right now. But what they're doing is they're trying to get into this pissing match on Twitter and Facebook, they go bug a liberal somewhere, and I have no interest in that. I like your style, I like you. Too bad I can't vote. Oh yeah, speaking of voting, what's all these ants and the spiders? Are we dirt? Is that what it is? Speaking of that, why are you having a candidate against David Coon? Why is David Coon having a candidate against me? Yeah, why? Well, look, Bonnie Clark is a great candidate. I think she's going to do a great job in Fredericton South. Way I see it, we have people that want to run for us. Why would we deny them? No, but why not? Why did they? I got to ask them the same question. I mean, how many votes did the Green Party get
when you lost by 26 votes?
I don't know, Charles, but there's no guarantee that even if they hadn't run a candidate, those votes would have come to me. You know what I mean? I don't. You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't buy into this vote splitting stuff. It just, to me, how do you know? How do you know which way people are going to vote and who's entitled to those votes and who isn't? You know, to me, it's people vote whatever they want to vote. And
I laughed. Yesterday, I went into the barbecue. You weren't there, or was it Sunday?
I was a little late
getting there, and I tried to get you yesterday at the office. Swear, you have ADHD. You
I do now. Between now and the election, yeah.
Right now, there's There's about 4 or 5 people that's watching us now that say, "Come on, let's go. We gotta move." I laughed. There's the language issue, social media. Is getting pretty intense, and even me, I'm Scottish, and then say, hey, you bunch of whatever. One guy come to me, I don't know who he was at the barbecue. I used to mention bilingualism. He looks at me, and such a nice guy, purple, just all dressed. He says, I wish I could turn around. They call it the bigots and all that. Well, we're going to get rid of the bigots. I wish I could just go like this and make them disappear. But I can't.
Who disappeared?
No, a guy. Make the people that's putting on social media, the French, the bad, just make them disappear. He looks at me and says, tell me how I can do it. Like, he was so frustrated that, Charles.
Welcome to my world,
Yeah,
Charles.
exactly. Like, Charles, tell me what to do. And I went like this, and then I went like this. And I said, no. wrong thing to do, especially what happened in front of it. Not funny, but it's just to show the people, the organizers, good people. I mean, I'll vote for David Kuhn, no hard feeling, but they're good people, and they're frustrated by the issue of bilingualism.
Yeah, but who caused that, Charles? But here's what bothers me. People say, how can Kris Austin and the People's Alliance be so divisive on language? And I keep saying, we didn't create these policies. We are not the ones that are putting English and French children on separate buses. We're not the ones that are setting up the dual health authorities.
If you have 5 schools English in a town,
right,
a city, and you have 1 French,
right.
Now you can't put the French and the English on the same bus.
Why can't you?
Because they have to preserve their French.
Oh, come on, Charles. No, listen, they go to school from 9 to 4. They get all. Come on.
No. I mean, but what will happen? We're not Quebecois. We're Acadiens.
Sure.
And we will lower ourselves to speak your language, English.
What do you mean lower yourself?
You guys are not intelligent enough to speak 2 languages. We lower ourselves for you to understand. You know what I mean? We to communicate with you peasants. Understand?
Okay.
You can't speak 2 languages. In my book, oh my God, I'm still alive. In my book, that's a peasant. Now, well, you know what I mean? Everybody will speak English. That's the problem.
No, I get, but
the common sense approach. If you got to go 20 miles to pick up 4 kids, okay. Set up a van or something.
Look, what we've said is where it works. We know there may be areas where you do need some transportation issues. Fine, but there's no way we're going to continue to do this one size fits all. They're paying, the Department of Education is paying a bus driver, come from Moncton. He stays at a hotel in Fredericton for 5 days. On our tax dollars, he's putting up in rooms, food, the whole 9 yards, to go out to the rural areas, pick up a handful of kids and bring them in. Yeah, that's pretty good information.
Now, we got 8 minutes. We're 8 minutes into it. Is there anything else that you wanted to add that Steve Murphy didn't want to talk about?
Well, I think tax reform is a big one. I don't know about you. I'm sick and tired of paying ridiculous high taxes and getting crappy services, government services in return. I'd much rather see large corporations paying fair and reasonable taxes to ease the burden off of everyday citizens. You want to talk about economic development? Let's stop giving $9 million to places like TD Bank. Let's put some of the money into small and medium-sized businesses that are struggling here at home.
What are you hearing door to door?
Positive, very positive.
Is it?
No, really, it is. I mean, well, look, just look at what you see. We've got double the candidates we had last election. We've got more money. We're not awash in money by any stretch, but we have more money than we had last election. We've got more members, stronger policies. Yeah, I mean, it's happening.
And you're hearing, what's the issue?
Just what we talked about. Language is an issue, taxes is an issue, corporate welfare is an issue.
Where we agree on is paramedics.
Oh, yeah.
And language commissioner.
Yeah, 100%.
We agree that.
Yep.
$500,000 on language commissioner, that
Yeah.
I agree. Just causing problems between French and English.
No, exactly.
Paramedics. Non, je vais mon service en français. La merde. Only a moody kid. No, Charlie, focus. But why do we need, when they have a guy that's bilingual, that's only been there for a year, and the guy has been there 15 years seniority, and the man that's bilingual, the bilingual has been there for 2, will keep his job, while the man 15 years will lose his job. That's not right. That's not right.
Like I'm not bilingual. I want to be, but I'm not. Okay, so let me just put this out straight. If I'm up in St. Quentin enjoying a getaway in that community, and I unfortunately need an ambulance, and a paramedic shows up, I really don't care if they speak French with very little English. I really don't, honestly. As long as they can do what they're supposed to do to me in St. Quentin, I'm happy. And if I have to, worst case scenario, use the translation line in that ambulance, that's okay too.
And you had an operation in your heart?
Yeah.
And if you happen to have a weak spell, and there's 2 people from the Mac, so
no,
what?
No,
as long as they keep you alive.
Point. Yeah, no, 100%.
So, by the way, just for the record, Steve Murphy is the best journalist around.
Yeah,
I always like
he gets the curveball. He just comes in from, you know, you're looking for this question, and bam, right up, you know.
When you have live, do you see him, or you just
no? You're literally looking at a camera, like I'm just looking at the camera now.
Just looking right now, and can you see you in the camera with Steve when you're talking?
No. This is actually better. You're more high tech than CTV.
More high tech.
I can see myself right now. You can't do that.
Are you learning, Steve? There we go. So you can't. That's pretty. When you listen listen to Steve Murphy's straightforward question, that's pretty scary.
It's
he's pretty direct.
You gotta be kind of on your game,
Last time we did this, I was surprised. 42,000 people watched it. Now, did that many people that have that had that much time on their hand to watch all our? How many people are going to watch this now?
It's good. Let's get it up to, let's say, 50,000.
50,000. 19 days before the election, and just for the record, and we're not going to condemn Pam Lynch. That's running against you. I always liked her.
I have nothing bad to say.
Nothing to say about Pam is goes to community things, but I feel nothing against Pam. Pam has been good, but I feel the word change. Change in Donald Trump.
Charles, this is what we're saying. There's lots of good candidates out there of all parties, but this is bigger than just good candidates. It's bigger than the good candidate. It's bigger than Kris Austin. It's bigger than Pam Lynch. This is about really invoking change in the way the system operates in New Brunswick. If we just keep going back red and blue with no third options in there, then how can we complain about the state of the province?
How many seats do you think you'll win?
We're going to win as many as we can win.
End the conversation. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you,
Good luck. Cyril, did you hear him? Tell Kelly. Okay. Talk to you later.
Call me.